he has to adjust the seat first.
Of course.
If he pulls the tape measure out again, that would be a
while.
classic callback. It's been years.
I'm waiting for it.
I feel like it's almost like it's barely under a decade since we've seen that. Word.
Oh, fancy. Okay, Momochi.
This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Did they just take those pictures? I think Tokido just did that pose like on the way out.
They have the editor in the back, just cutting it up real quick. All right.
Yes.
I'm assuming, that's got to be the demon face right there.
I'm going to say yes. whatever that is, hey, show your fandom. I like that.
And look at that. As you mentioned, as the tournament proceeds, more of the stands filled up. And now that we're at the end, everybody is filling up those stands. All those fans out there supporting their players, as we have seen continuously, even more so. It feels like most seats are packed up right now at the premiere. Tokido.
With the prayer hands, too. It's like, Tokido, please.
Must win.
I love seeing that out here, too, man. And what's wild about this is, like, these cats were literally grinding it out the Friday before everything had started off, right? They were playing Friday evening for Street Fighter League. At least Division F was playing for Street Fighter League. And then they had to play at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Then immediately after this, on Tuesday evening, they have to play again.
Ooh.
Division S has to play again.
This is fine because they don't have to leave, but it's still a lot of work that you have to do, practicing and prepping for not only team-based battle, but also singles like this week. So it's a lot of work. That's a lot of strenuous work. But it's cool to see them still have the results, though, despite all that. Tokido, Momochi. But I'm curious about this matchup, what you think, because we see a lot of Ken and a lot of Ed over in the league, and a lot of the Ed players are taking over the Ken players. Even Kosa had fell to the wayside as Momochi when we last saw them. What do you think about the matchup overall now that we've seen it progress quite a bit over in League?
To put it simply, I think if Ken could find a way to score a knockdown that leads into the corner carry, which he can do, right? If any time he goes into like a normal that leads to the drive rush cancel, into enhanced Tatsu, I think that alone, oh my God, he's showing off the tech. I think that alone, it says handle me with care on the bottom left, could really lead to a little bit of a problem for Momochi so long as he doesn't have meter. I don't think OD uppercut is really going to save him. Like Ed falls into that category where he does have an invincible uppercut. He does have an invincible reversal, but it's not the same caliber as the others where it's active earlier, right? Ken can pressure pretty darn well. I think he could do like a light to kind of bait an OD uppercut out. But one thing is for sure, I think Ed can combat against the potential throw loops that Ken presents. So to round it off, if Ken can get that big opening, put Ed into the corner, it's going to be so problematic for Momochi. But Momochi's already been a part of that. He's already kind of like worked that formula out, that strategy out like months ago. So we'll see the different types of looks or the different types of reads he has against Tokido to get him out of harm's way. But the biggest threat is having Ken to even close that space in the first place,
That's
right?
true.
You have the spark, you have the potential fireball, a very slow fireball if need be, or a fast one to keep them in check. Then you have the flickers, which is doing more of the threats in neutral against this character. So you kind of see the back and forth dynamic here. Ed's going to be counterplaying a lot. He's going to be counter-poking a lot, I should say. Ken, he's just looking to rush down.
Yeah, try to find a way in. Proper way in, too, as well. Doesn't have the best neutral, I don't think, in this matchup. The stand middle kick is going to claim a lot of space. Still trying to drive rush in. Attack happens immediately from the side of Momochi. You cannot do that. This character is so adept at punishing -4 situations very easily.
Yeah, you saw the read. Tokido tried to jump out of the air. Momochi was throwing in this jab first to test the reaction of Tokido, or at least test what he was going to do first.
Back in the door, no back door just yet. The patience here from Momochi. Drive rush back throw. There we go.
It's a side switch. Uppercut to end it. Drive rush forward, knock on the door. Momochi micro walks backwards. Over the counter hit, he gets thrown for it. He tried to jump out, right? We talked about Momochi's strategies against throw loops. Not working out thus far. It's been 2 that's landed. Make it 3.
Back in the door again. Just maybe acquire one more. Back throw. Nobody wants to be in the corner. It makes sense. It's absolute hell on both ends. Drive, impact, lands. Caught him blocking, dropping.
No OD uppercut. No level 1. Actually, I don't even know if OD would have been fast enough. Nice.
Maybe stay fierce, like buffer until, like, you know. Usually what he does, too.
Fierce and super?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super Jin Rise. Super Jin Rise. Double down.
Look at
with
the
BP.
damage. Damn.
Yes, sir. For the core. That's where King can really work. The shimmy off the crouch ears. And the DP, it's a stimmy shimmy. That's a perfect KO.
The stimmy shimmy, huh?
Cashing out big. bar at the bottom. Both sides right now. A lot in the bank.
Man, he's really adamant about trying to get these throws against Tokido. Sorry, against Momochi. Like, he started off the whole set with drive rush forward trying to grab.
Playing a long game. That's what he wants. Maybe this will set up for more, like drive rush button, establish other things later on.
I couldn't tell you. I haven't really seen this tactic before.
Yeah. Usually for him, it's like crouching meaty kick or stand pierce or whatever as an entry point mid-screen.
Yeah, Momochi not even going for like a counter poke while the green is there is actually even more of a surprise in my opinion.
You're
right. You gotta hold this too. If you're just blocking the flicker, boy, you're in big trouble.
Strike and throw you gotta worry about. Right now, you're about to strike out level 3. Cycle blitz. Momochi staying solid and not getting thrown too much and not getting opened up too often by the buttons. Has him locked up in the corner. Desperate, and it's just too much. We talk about the corner pressure that Ken has, but the flickers at the perfect distances, you know, that Ed can enact, makes it very hard to lead. You have to use like OD Fireball, maybe if you can get a run cancel toe tap in the proper ranges, but even those things are very hard calls.
I think from there, I think with the amount of bar that Tokido had in his drive gauge, I think he could have at least afforded a parry against that last flicker, right? Because if you do parry, you're not going to be put as close to Momochi in fear of the strike throw mix.
Yeah, it's limiting some of that off the table.
At least once, right? He just held it on like raw every single time.
Switch up that defense. Stand fierce, does find the mark, forcing Momochi back up in the corner. Interrupts the go right kick. I like that. So the legs up.
Oh, I thought it would be in range for the -4 punch.
Had it last time.
Combo. Look at the damage.
Double chin right to level 1. That'll get it done. Tokido knows how to dump it out. It's all been by Jin Rai access for the damage. Making the most of that corner opportunity. Drive rush stand fierce this time.
I see.
So it is the setup for these buttons. Drive rush throw and then a drive rush stand fierce to switch it up a little bit.
Tokido, you are a bad man. You are a bad man. Now he's got Momochi shook every time Ken moves forward in front of his face. But are we going to get the dream, though? Double bounce. The damage, the corner carry, the resources he built, albeit nerfed, still enough to get him a little bit past the 1.
Oh, double back throw.
That is so big for Tokido's momentum.
Crouching medium kick this time. See Momochi way more pensive, and again, as you mentioned, not checking and challenging that green. Level 3, yeah, not that distance. It would not work.
Yeah, it would have definitely whiffed, right? Now checking with the tick throws. Tokido not going to be susceptible to that. The uppercut, though, Momochi still keeping his attention to the skies despite everything that's happened on the ground thus far. Very impressive. And now the fireballs for the first time from Tokido. Low forward fireball enough to drain the rest of the life. Very scary stuff. That could have been a drive impact if he wasn't ready. And man, I don't know what version of the murder phase that is, but
that's what I want to see out in the darkness. I'm going to tell you that now.
It's the inquisitive murder phase. It's like, how do I end you? It's not like a, I've got you now. It's more like a, how do I make it better?
How do I
make my strategy hurt even more? How do I improvise now?
I mean, we see that strategy right here. We see a lot of drive rush like in the butt, but this time goes for the run cancel. Momochi now more adept at checking, challenging. We expect from it at least. There we go. Off the jabs too. Back though. That's back up in the corner. Stand fierce finds the mark.
Or you rep up. Wake up. Tokido out of the corner again. Overhead. Walk up. Gets the throw. Dash it forward.
And it's fierce.
Jesus. Momochi trying to press a button on wake up.
Got to do with those jabs. For the throw, it's a shimmy instead. See, I would attack too. Tokido gets through the defense of Momochi up in the corners. Yeah, just like that. Just like that.
Oh, the trade combo.
Stand like kick follow up right after. I like that.
Go forward to the Jin Rai, just get confirmed. Momochi opting for a button again upon wake up. Has to pay the price to get out of the corner. That was mad ambiguous. I thought that was going to cross up. Tokido knocking on the door yet again. Also trying to check the micro walks just in case if Momochi wants to get out of danger, but he was willing to play defense and sit it out. very close to danger, I feel like, is Momochi. Just off of one hit, you can die. Tokido does have enough in the tank to get one cancel.
Look at the cyber crouching medium kick, yeah. Right in that run.
Oh, that's it!
Oh, that could have been it right there, too.
Oh, my God.
It's like a Jin Ryan level 3. Tokido, waiting for that opportunity. There's a throw. Yeah, all it takes is one crouch medium kick, one low confirm. That level 3 for the victory. Tokido will be up 2 games. We try to run DP level 3.
He tried to shimmy him again, but instead rings out with that final hit that he needed into the level 3. Tokido up 1 game. 2 rounds straight, but a hard-fought one.
It is, but I understand the game plan of what Tokido's trying to land here. Before it was like throw, throw, throw. Now it's try for stand fierce, run, cancel, right in front of your face, and go for like a crouching medium kick. And even if those things don't hit, it's just the mental stack that builds up. And even if like Momochi's able to check the challenge, that sometimes it won't work all the time. The reward for Tokido is corner carry, and it's doing what Ken loves to do. It's harassing up in the corner continuously with Jin Rise. It's game point here for Tokido.
Oh, Lord. Let's get the punch counter up on that. Sit him down with the blitz. Kill rush into nothing. Tokido takes the chance with the back throw.
50-button straight combo. He is so ready for every single trade. That transaction in his favor.
I feel like that was a double counter hit from the side of Tokido. I think Momochi was just still trying to press buttons. He knew that trade wasn't going to happen. Or at least the trade combo wasn't going to happen, I should say. Ooh, what a punch.
Aye, the splat.
I think that's a lot harder to call out because it happens right as the normal rings out. So he's already dedicated to like canceling into the drive impact. Momochi just wasn't ready to punish against the forward heavy punch, trying to snipe out what? I have no idea. That was mad far. Look at that match point now, Tokido. Both at 2 bars. Gonna be pretty explosive, I'll tell you what. Just like that. Yeah, you have to get some of your drive back. And you know what better way to do so? Tacking on some damage and also building some super art for yourself as well.
Walk it out.
He went for a throw.
Oh, no. Side switch, all this room to work with, and you're caught up in the corner. Reversal jab.
He's pressing buttons. Momochi doesn't give a damn. He was pressing hella buttons. Don't let him jump. Ah, man, the government bailout. That's a Logan. All the way back in the green. He immediately spends at least half of it. Will he invest in the other half? That would be financially smart of him, but we'll see if he has that intelligence. Tokido instead is looking to rob him. He doesn't want to do it the honest way. The bank's insured anyway.
In the pockets. Tokido has to cut up in the corner, though. Until the back throw happens. Flicker. There is level 2. You don't even need level 2, honestly. Just simply OD, fireball, and then a follow-up right after. Maybe a punish counter throw as well.
Oh. A single hit will do it for Tokido. I think it's too far for the level 3, and he does it anyway. The drive impact to sneak in on Momochi. As soon as he saw green, he has thoroughly been conditioned towards the very end. You don't know what version of Ken comes out as soon as the green is applied. That was insane. Tokido's game plan, well strategized and well executed.
My bad, Tokido. I don't think you had one ready. The likes of Momochi. I mean, this matchup has been so hard fought. A lot of Ken players out at League, and whenever I see it anywhere else, but it's drive rush to establish like the throw pressure first, and then the other buttons come after that.